You're watching Car Babble. I'm Ewan, and this is my Hyundai Santa Fe, the plug-in hybrid. In this video, I'm going to give you 8 reasons why this is a great family car, and 2 reasons why it's not. So buckle up, and let's get into it. It's all very well if you've got a car wide enough to have 3 people sit in the back row, or the middle row in this case, and this car is wide enough for that. But if there's a massive transmission tunnel, well, it doesn't really matter because the middle passenger is going to almost feel like they're getting a wedgie when they sit there, and there's not going to be enough room for all 3 sets of legs. I'm pleased to report in the Santa Fe, it's almost completely flat back here, no transmission tunnel really, and therefore 3 sets of legs will be fine. The versatility of the seating in the Santa Fe is top notch. Not only are the seats super comfy in this fake leather in the top Ultimate trim, but you can recline the back seats in the middle row and you can also move them forward and back. So if you've got kids with long legs, then you can put them right back and so they don't kick your seat like ours do, or you can put them forward as well and prioritize boot space. So you've got the flexibility to do that. The only thing I'm not a massive fan of is to get into the back row, you press this button, it pulls forward, but you can only do it from the left side, you can't do it from the right. You can put that seat right down, but you can't just slide it forward to get in the back row. So you have to be on this side of the car. Otherwise, it's ace. Your kids always love to ride shotgun with you when the opportunity is there, but if they're in a child seat and it's an ISOFIX one, you're likely to not let them do it if it means they're not going to be able to plug their seat in. Well, in the Santa Fe, no problemo, because you obviously have ISOFIX in there, or 2 middle seats, not the back row, but you also have it on the front passenger seat. And that is awesome because then, yeah, your kid can ride up shotgun and you don't feel like you're compromising their safety any more than in the back. Sometimes you want your little one to just have a nap and the sun's just beating in too much for that to happen, and you've got to put something on the window just to, block it out. Well, if you have the Ultimate spec in the Santa Fe, you don't need to worry about that because you get sunblinds or peasant blockers, whatever you want to call them. Great feature, but do our kids use them for that? No, they just like to do this. Sometimes when you're in the back of a 7-seater, you feel like a second-class citizen. Well, not so much in the Santa Fe. You've got little cup holders back here, even though they're very small, probably only fit like a mini can of Coke, not adaptive. And you've also got little recesses, which are a bit like door bins. You've also got rear climate control. So that's good. The boot in the Santa Fe in 5-seat mode is an absolute beast. Now, I'm not sure if you can actually get a parcel shelf for the 7-seater because one never came with the car, but I don't know where it would really fit in, to be honest. But really, because it doesn't have one, as much as obviously you're missing some privacy there and there's no underfloor storage, so that isn't ideal, it really is just a really big space to chuck stuff in. Somehow we still feel like we need to get a roof box for camping trips, but otherwise, it is actually a really big space, and I think for most families, this will do everything you can throw at it. Say you want your kids to have a nap in the back, but you're really wanting to listen to your podcast or your music still in the front. Well, fear not, the Santa Fe's got a quiet mode button in the infotainment system, and that will mute all the speakers in the back and limit the volume in the front. In the Ultimate spec, you get the panoramic sunroof, and when you're sitting in the front seats, you don't really get to appreciate how good it is because it kind of starts near your headline, and if you were looking up like this, you'd crash the car. But one time I sat in the back with my kids and I was like, guys, you don't know you're living. This is fantastic. It goes all the way back and it's like an observatory back here. This is a fabulous panoramic roof and technically it should keep your kids entertained. Now, if you've been following my channel, you'll know I got a real bee in my bonnet about rubbish cup holders and door bins. And I hate to say it, but the Santa Fe, it's not its strongest suit, especially in the back where kids are going to put Lego, mine certainly do, and it rattles about. There's absolutely no felt lining or rubber mats to stop that happening, but they're just really cheap and plasticky, and they're just a funny shape. It's really narrow here, like you could put a book in there maybe, and then you've got this bit for a bottle, which is just a funny kind of shape, and yeah, I just don't really think they're very good at all. The most usable configuration of back seats is 40-20-40 split folding. Therefore, if you've got a couple of kids in child seats and then say you go to IKEA and you've got some flat pack furniture which is long and wide, you can then put that middle one down and slide it through between the 2 kids. In the Santa Fe, you don't even get a ski hatch. It's 60-40 split folding, that's it. So if you do go to IKEA and you've got 2 kids, you're going to be drawing short straws for who's going to be sitting in the cheap seats. So guys, I hope you found the video useful and agree this is a great family car, but let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.